All right. I don't know how many of you guys are going to be open to this conversation, but I would like to think that a few of you would be, because I'm just going to offer a few pointers in no particular order of importance, but I'm just going to offer what I've learned in building. Lord have mercy, this thing made me look like I'm big as I don't know what, up to the top. This is terrible. All right, let me give me a little time to share this on my what's name. Let me share my. That's them 20 pounds. Them 20 pounds I done gained over the holidays. I lost about 3 of them, but I can't get the rest of them. I'm on my way to the church house. Now, those of you that may click on this video because of the title, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this. This is LarryReidLive. It's a show that come on every Monday. So it's a for real entertainment news show. And I take about an hour or 2 to tell whatever's going on.
Sure do.
So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You're gonna have to just listen to this while you're going to the car, because the information you're gonna need to hear is gonna come as I go. I want to make sure you understand. It's gonna come as I go.
Is there something? Why is the steering wheel hot?
It turns it on. It heats it up. Turn it up right now. There you go. So I'm gonna tell you this as I go. You know, it's like going to the country sports, talking to your grandpa that done lived in a long time and fought in a couple of wars. So it's going. That's how that's gonna be. So let me go ahead and put this on my Facebook page. Come on over for free info. I'm gonna tell y'all how I did it, and you just pull out whatever you want to pull out of this. So go ahead and get your pen, a sheet of paper, and somebody in there need to be taking notes, because it's becoming off my head inspiration. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm gonna be trying to review and I ain't gonna remember what I said, because that's how this gonna do. All right, so I got about 20 minutes before I get here to the church house to celebrate a younger lady. She's going into being a pastor that I think she should have already been one. And she's a nice young lady that I met through the social media occasion some months ago. And we went out to eat 2 or 3 different times. I thought she was a nice young lady. So I'm gonna go and support her. Her name is Genesis Warren. Now, some of you guys may know who she is. Some rest of you may not know, but she's a nice girl. I think she's really serious about what she got going on, and she practices a lifestyle of holiness, and seems like she loves people. I ain't find her to be nothing but those things. So I'm gonna go and celebrate her. I do know Brian Corn is gonna be there, and Dimitri Senegal are going to be there, and 2 other people I know is going to be there. And then Shamako, he going to be there. And everybody else I don't know, unless somebody. Oh, I know another guy that's going to be there. He told me through Snapchat. I've been knowing him since he was 15. Okay, all right. So let me go ahead on and talk about this here. Number darn 1. What? Keys to building your YouTube channel and your Facebook page. Are y'all ready? Are you ready to take notes? I ain't got no notes on this phone. I'm just tweeting it out still so everybody can know, because I ain't on my device where I can text them thousands of folk to tell them I'm up here. All right, so let me go ahead and tweet it right here. All right. Okay, so number 1, when it comes to building your Facebook and your YouTube page, I would like to think that you want to build your Facebook or your YouTube page because you have a product or some service or something that you're contributing to your community in a unique way that people can only get from you. So that's number 1. You need to know what your contribution is. You need to absolutely positively know what your contribution is. So y'all put that in there so somebody else come back and read it. You know I'm coming off the top of my dome. You need to know what your contribution is. So that's number 1. And then you gotta make sure that your contribution, you have the words and the language to define it and to make sure that it sticks out up above the heads and shoulders of the rest. So it's extremely important that you are very clear about your contribution and know what it is that you're bringing into your community and into this world, into the spaces that you occupy, and be clear on it. That's number one. You got to know what your darn contribution is. Number two, now these are no specific order of importance. Number two, it's important that you have already worked through, or at least begin the journey, or be willing to be on that journey before others. You need to be already have worked through some things and into that journey of self, working through the person. So number two, I would say complete your journey. So the first thing you need to do is about complete your personal journey on a personal level, because your gift, your ability, your contribution, all of it is coming up out of your person and coming out of who you are. So I can look back when I first started my YouTube and Facebook page. Got done both. My Facebook and my YouTube page, when I started it and started working on it in 2000 and started on Facebook first, 2014. Then I got on YouTube 2016, but I ain't started working on YouTube for real till 2018. That I can see where I grew. Can you tell where I grew? I've grown a lot. I mean, because I would get on that YouTube, on that Facebook, and somebody say something in those comments, or somebody make a statement. I mean, just lay them. I mean, just get them good. You know, my last name is ID. I believe God set it up like that because I've been anointed to READ. And so I used to do that. The whole other things to do, even the way that I would report about what was public. Now, I never, ever was in the business of, putting out there what was private. I always let somebody, because just for me, it don't feel right. And I'm not saying anybody to do that is wrong, but for me, it just don't feel right. It don't feel. My show's an entertainment, news, and talk platform. We're going to talk about what people are talking about. We commentate on the gossip. And so we are going to, be the outlet that a lot of people find out stuff through, because of the platform. Now, there's like 120,000 between Facebook and YouTube that follow and consume whatever the platform put out every week. So, thank you so much, Tina Rose. So she gave $1.99. God bless her. Only 70%. The MBNNetwork. Her name is Tina Rose.
Oh, I said Titty Rose.
And I'm gonna say what this man done said off this camera. And anyway, you done messed me up, Macho. What was I saying? So I know I'm responsible for a lot of people knowing or coming to the knowledge of certain things. But I want you to tell everybody, your mama, daddy, sister, brother, Pam, Sam, let them know that, it has to be out on some level before I discuss it. Because some people send me stuff. I'm like, hey, is this out anywhere? They're like, no. I said, well, you got to go to another platform. I said, then if it kick off and get a lot of steam, I'll come back to it and I'll talk about it. Because I just don't feel right with that. And I'm not saying that anybody else who does, because it's a business. I'm not saying anybody else who does it is wrong. I just ain't into that. So number one, know your contribution. No, what was number one? Number one was know your contribution. Number two was to complete your personal journey. Complete your personal journey. Can somebody put number two, complete your personal journey? Because you're on the World Wide Web. So if you are employed in a 9-to-5, Michael, you texting driving? You employed in a 9-to-5.
1/3 of a mile.
Didn't you see Kobe dead? You want to leave Josh somewhere by himself? It ain't worth it.
In
What I say?
1/4 of a mile,
Number one, know your contribution. Number two, shut up. What's you so loud? We're gonna turn it down. You can look at the screen. Number one, know your contribution. Number two, complete your personal journey. So what I was saying earlier was that I have grown in my person, even while I'm doing stuff publicly, because the whole wide world is watching. And so if you got a 9-to-5, you got family members, or you got other stuff, maybe online, you get up there and just cut up and act the whole food, but then maybe you actually a CEO somewhere. So you got to it's gonna affect how you own that line cutting up, because you got to remember I got another job over here and I got another job over
Turn left to US 78 East.
And when I first started doing this job, I was still pastoring. When I got online and I started cutting up and doing it, I first got online, started doing jokes and just being my regular self 2010. But then before I stopped doing pastoring, there was a lot of overlap,
to take exit 2 on the
because
right
I
side,
stopped
285
January.
south towards Augusta.
Is that way to shut her up? I'm gonna have to turn it down. I can't take her. January 2017 when I stopped, but say I started LarryReidLive platform officially 2016. But I was running my mouth on social media from
Exit
2010.
right,
She don't go down in volume. This hoe, I got her all the way down. She's still yapping.
You cutting the wrong thing down.
1/3 of a mile.
No, that's
right
the
at
volume.
exit.
Woman, shut up. Can you hush? Is there something I could hit on here the mute up?
You gotta do it in your voice. I don't know how to do it, man. I use the waves.
Keep right.
I can't take you. I need for you to hush. I'm on the live. Okay.
In 2 miles, take exit 41 on the right to Memorial Drive towards Avondale Estates.
If this ain't Jezebel, I don't know what is. What is that? What's that? Hit that option, because I can't take her no more. All right. Just or that.
You see it?
Yeah. Hold on for a minute. Navigation, voice control, tone only. That's fine. The tone, none for right now. Shut up. Okay, now we got her hush. Now, that spirit want to control the run for. Okay, number 1, know your contribution. Number 2, complete the journey of your person. Okay, number 3, I'm gonna say consistency. If you're trying to build your Facebook and your YouTube platform, it is extremely important that you devote time, and a lot of time, frequently. Now, your frequently can be once a day. It can be once in each day part. Following the same day parts that are in radio and in TV. Or it can be, 3 times a week or once a week. I think once a week, if you're trying to build your Facebook and your YouTube page.
Take exit 41 on the right to Memorial Drive towards Avondale Estates.
Mama, you saw me hit no voice. That means don't talk. This witch. We just got had a fool with her. And number 3, we're on the consistency. So if you're trying to build your Facebook page and build your YouTube page, you cannot do it once a week.
Right to Memorial Drive.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, you can't do it. You're gonna have to do it more than once a week. And that we talking about live video.
Half a mile.
Because let me say this as well. If you're on YouTube, the main thing you do on YouTube is about video. But then there are communities. Every channel has a community. If you go to the channel that you like my channel, and you slide over to community and click there, you can see postings like I post on Facebook and like what I tweet out. It all's there, and that's really for my community. But the algorithm for the community feed, you can have an entirely different following on YouTube in your community feed, and the people in there may not never see your video because it's 2 separate algorithms. So you're gonna have to post video and postings in you. Thank you so much, Tina Ross. You're gonna have to do postings in the YouTube community, videos on YouTube. On Facebook, you have to do video because that's one algorithm, and also posting, that's also a different algorithm, at least when you start now. And so this is extremely important for you to do that. So we got 3 already. How can I build my YouTube and my Facebook page? Number 1, you gotta know your contribution. Number 2, complete your personal journey. And number 3 is consistency. You've got to post consistently, and you got to make sure that you're gonna make a decision to be consistent. When I first started LarryReidLive, which happened on Facebook, I started there, then built YouTube. One of the things that I did, I came on every single day at 5, then later on every single day at 7, then just 3 times a week at 7, then it went down to 1 day a week at 7 because it was too darn much. It was too much. And that was with help. At the time, I had 3 employees that would come into the studio. It was the office at Atlanta Station. Vincent, Charlton, Elaine. They would come in there, and they was also taking care of the church, though, too, because it was the headquarters for the church, for the ministry. And they would work every day, 5 days a week. And so I would literally come in, and what Vincent would do, he would just pull these topics. Now, I've always been the kind of person that digests information. So I would go through news feed and just look and see what was going on in the world in the darn way, and just talk about it, around with other people. We actually was with him because he would be around me and Shamako and Kendall and Nathan, Joshua. That's like my little crew. There's some other people that I'm not mentioning. And then, and their wives or either their children, and however, we just talk. But and so he will bring those topics, and you will see me hear about stuff for the first time. That's really how LarryReidLive was. Somebody said, "Can you reel, cuz?" I'm gonna talk to you about that because a whole lot has changed on YouTube as it relates to that. And like most of the stuff I've been doing over the last 2 months hasn't really been monetized because they're limit their monetization because of the topic, if it's race related, even certain use of my fake cuss words. For some reason, it's something, and they demonetize it. So that a lot of the rules done changed right through there. But you will see me live react and respond to what it is that he done brought in and tell me about. But now it's different than that. Everything that's coming up on the show, I know about it. I've researched it my darn self. I've built out the show, and then the HEPA is clicking. This is it. I didn't know there was one that close. Why everybody like that? You hear me talking to you?
Yeah, but I'm trying to figure out why you changing subjects. People listen to what you got to say.
Oh no, I just saw that this is it.
But I won't respond because I know you don't talk.
Okay. I do ramble. This is the best I can do, you guys. I talk and then it just come up as I go. Thank you, Naja Seams. All right. So we got the first 3. Number 1 is know your contribution. Number 2, you got to complete your personal journey, and that means to complete it behind this camera and in front of the camera. You got to be transparent and be real. Like I've been, I've had to come back and apologize and different stuff. Y'all remember Cheryl Woodley? She now in the Onward Church. She in the Onward Church up under, not Clack, the one that dressed real good in Alabama. And she said something sideways in the comments, but she would have been herself now that I know her. But I thought she would be in a certain kind of way, and I wore her out. And then a day or 2 was, no, it was you. They said, Larry, that was not right. That was mean. I can't believe you done that. I said, well, she came at me. Well, you don't know how she's coming. I'm like, well, she shouldn't came at me, just being me. And then I think I inboxed her. And I said, you know what? I shouldn't have done that to you, and I'm sorry. And that began our friendship. I mean, she probably can't tell nobody about it now, but we still good. We still cool. And
turn left to
we
Columbia
both
Drive.
we ended up because she just went through divorce, and I showed her mercy. And I think Lisa, we were still married at the time, weren't we? Mm-hmm. And then I ended up going through divorce, so we ended up talking, having that in common. So yeah. So number 1, know your contribution. Number 2, complete your personal journey, and even if that means on camera. Because I'm gonna tell you this: people don't like fake. People like real, even if it's grungy and dirty. And sometimes the more messy and crazy and bipolar it is on the internet streets, it look like the folk like that kind of going on. They like to watch a train wreck. It's entertainment to them. It is. That's why we got love and hip hop and some of the rest of these shows. We like looking at a whole bunch of mess. All right, so anyway, that's really why a whole lot of you started watching me, because I was talking about something that you want to talk about that was messy, but then you find out that just watching me was entertaining and funny. You laugh a little bit, learn a little bit over here. Sometimes this is positive, all positive and stuff, so you just kept on watching, But anyway, so number 2, personal journey, even if it's out in front of people. Number 3, what I said was, consistency, and that one gonna fuck a whole lot of you guys up. Because you're not consistent at nothing, but you gotta be consistent. You gotta find wherever you can keep that rhythm going. My dad used to always say, you got to start out how you can hold out. He still says it to this day. You gotta start out how you can hold out. So and that took me a while to find that, because I over committed, and I really couldn't do it. It's green. And so then here's number 3. Okay,
In
number
600
4.
feet, you will arrive at your destination.
Own and hone your content. Own and hone. What I mean, cause
You have reached your destination.
that's the same
Route
place we came
guidance is
last
now
time.
finished.
What happened? What I see happen with a whole lot of other people, it didn't happen with me. I started my platform the same way I do my platform now. Is essentially, basically, the same way I do it now. I always talked about pop culture, politics, the church, movies, music. Consistently from the first day I started. And then anything else that would be a viral story, a viral video, I would talk about it and say whatever I had to say concerning them. It's just what I did, and I've always done it. So you've got to be consistent. And let me tell you, I'm not gonna make it seem like I just knew that. Let me tell you how I learned that. I had this old YouTube channel called Temple Saint. And what I used to put up from my church and overseas when I would go different places, I took a lot of that down. Because there were actually a whole lot of people in them videos. I ain't want to fool it no more. But then we end up making amends. So I deleted them videos. I deleted all the views and all of the what's the name that went with it. I put up a whole lot of shouting clips, praise breaks. I put up, prophecy, land hands, people getting delivered, and so that channel became known for that. I wasn't even putting preaching there. It was just like, the stuff that happened in service when the spirit moving and stuff. And so many views, even some of those videos. One woman fell down in my church, and it was actually featured on, what's that video show that used to come on MTV with a white boy and that big old black boy, but he died. I can't remember the name of it, but it had viral videos in the millions. But then when I would put up a preaching clip or a singing clip, one nobody watch. It'd be like 4 or 5 people. I'm like, now, wait a minute. What's going on? And then at some point, I noticed my subscribers begin to go down because I wasn't giving the people the content that I was giving them in the beginning. And so they got tired of me coming on their newsfeed talking about something they didn't want to talk about or saying something they didn't want to see. So if you want to build your Facebook and your YouTube, you have to start out, like my daddy said, how you can hold out. Hone and own your what I say, hone and own your content, I think I said. Yeah, ridiculous, Rob, and big. That's right. That's exactly what it was. So just say you let me interpret for you. Wait a minute. So that's what I did. So when I started LarryReidLive, I knew, Lord, they signed them fair down. When I started, I'm already here too, I gotta go. When I started this platform, I knew to make sure that I stayed consistent with my content and what I was putting out, because I wanted all of my subscribers to be active. And you see it now on my channel. You can compare my channel with some that got hundreds of thousands more than me or even less than me. And you see that some of them, their subscribers do not participate in their videos or watching their videos. And it's because they were finding their way in the beginning. So now when I tell people who want to start YouTube channels and start Facebook pages, I said, I can tell you, look, let me tell you what I done learned. You need to find what it is you like to do. You got to like it and love it and be good at it and offer it uniquely. And you got to stick with that thing for the long haul. You got to start out how you can hold out, hone and own your craft, your content. And last thing I'm going to do, because we got to go in this at church, because we been on time, because we ain't going to stay the whole time. Now that's a word there. If you ain't gonna stay the whole time, you can be on time. So I always try to be on time, because I don't never stay the whole time. Because soon I get there, feel like I gotta go. I gotta get me some chicken. I gotta go home and do it, because I ain't gonna do it in nobody else's church. And I hate public bathrooms. I don't like going there to pee. Number 1 or number 2. And gotta go to the house because I'm getting up out of here. I'm going back to the hotel room. I do it even when I'm out of town. Okay, so the last one is this here. And I want y'all to listen to this, because this here may seem simple, but it's extremely important. You have got to be engaging. Gotta be. Let me go over all the ones I done said. Number 1, you gotta know your contribution. Number 2, complete your personal journey. It's behind the camera and before the camera. Gotta keep it honest. When you learn, you fall, you get up, be honest, be transparent. Number 3, what was that one? What was number 3? Somebody help me with number 3. I don't remember what it was. I remember. I forgot 3 and 4. No, I got 4, because that's what my daddy said. You got to start out how you can hold out, honing on your craft and your content. Oh, number 3, consistency. That's right. Number 3, you got to be consistent. Whether it's every single day, there's 3 times a day, there's once a day, and all the day parts like radio and TV. Yeah, somebody said take that gum out your mouth before you go to church. Ain't. Okay, so number 3. Number 4 was the honing on, but my daddy said start out how you can hold out. Then oh, thank you so much, Elder Certified Designer Travel. I'm gonna go ahead and make you what's it think? Oh Lord Jesus, I think I just hid her. I made a mistake. Okay, unhide her. Okay, now. Okay, make another comment, because I deleted your whole message. I'm so sorry. Lord have mercy. Now I'm trying to make another comment, Elfried. I'm gonna make you a moderation. Make your moderation today. Yep, you moderation. Here you go, there, because you made it. There you go. All right, add moderator. You now, if I find out you the devil, then I'm gonna have to take away from you. Thank you. God bless us. Just give her a hand. We have a new moderation. New moderation. God bless. Praise the Lord. Okay, number 5. What I said?
Yeah, it's time to go. It's almost 12:30.
I'm going. Number 5. What I said number 5 was, or was in her comment? Let me go back, look. Be engaging. Okay, now. Let me tell you what let me explain this. You ever seen somebody, they go live and they be like, hey, Sister John. Hey, Barry. Hey, Penelope, how you doing? Hey, Mufasa. You know, they start, hey, Robbie, hey. And everybody that tune into that thing, like, oh my God, I'm so sick of you saying hello to everybody. Now, you got to do it a little bit there, a little bit there. Because there's power in that. Because you make people feel as though, and it need to be real, don't be fake. It make people feel as though their presence is important and that they are significant. And it causes them to sort of buy into the live. They feel responsible to stay there and listen to you because you don't acknowledge them. So don't really want to see or feel as though you see that message when they say they done left. They don't want to do, they want to stay. You sort of get them connected to what it is that you are doing. So you have to be engaging. And this is something that even Google and Facebook and Twitterations, they measure. It's called engagement. It's a whole world of engagement. Not just your views, you know, not just your clicks and your likes, but how long did they watch? How many minutes did they watch? Were they engaging, and they have the engagement that is measured in percentage and sometimes in numbers, and even break down sometimes if you're male or female and what part of the country you live in. So being engaging is extremely important. Once you master, and this is, now those that I coach, if they got business and stuff, I tell them everything I know. So this, I'm not even telling you the real, but this right here, all of these 5 things are true. But there's even more that I can tell you concerning this. But I wanted to offer something free because I look online and I see people struggling. I see people building their content around things that you can't keep going. For instance, even like the whole beef thing. Now let's say this now. When a YouTuber fighting another YouTuber or a Facebook person fighting another Facebook, or somebody fighting back, and they from Lord, that's one of the prophets. From
Zoe.
That's one of the members of Poem. I wonder who they know here. Okay.
Facebook, go ahead, man.
Okay. So that stuff, you get clicks, you get like there's a underground of a few thousand that will watch that stuff. But the only thing with that is, remember the number 4, hold out. You start out how you hold out. You have to keep it going. So you have to find people to fight with. And I see people doing that. They basically find somebody to fight with. You can fight with somebody back and forward and might build your channel up to 50, 60,000. I mean, I've seen that. I've seen whole channel subscriber base and they built it on beefing. I mean, this is a business. But it's important for you to build your platform on what it is that you can do consistently and feel good about it and sleep well and feel really good about it. Now, so everybody who's building their channels, Facebook, and please remember these 5 things, and especially the engagement part. I'm gonna tell you why the engagement is so important, and then I'm gonna get out of here. And I see them turn it down, you know, like the code doesn't make me get up out this car. But because if you have a product, if you have something to sell or an event, if you're not engaging, ain't nobody buying your shit. You got to make sure that your smell good, is engaging, you know, and making people feel like it's something that they need. They need some of your shit. That's what you got to make them feel like. That's what I'm trying. Oh, you been with me since social cam days? You sure can, Larry Marie. You sure can. I've been real careful with this because I had a moderator in there from, I guess, they hate me. And so every positive comment they were having, they were deleting out there. And so one of y'all told me about it, so I had to dig up and find out who it was. These darn notifications, yeah, they ain't no good. Yeah, I knew the notifications didn't go out because I don't be live on YouTube ever with under 300 people. So I knew the notification didn't go out. But that's YouTube. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They got this new thing going on. That's why all 287 of you need to hit this thumbs up. You know, so I'm about to go here and celebrate this girl going into death because that's what pastoring is. She gonna die. So she dead. It killed. But see, but it's a good death. In some ways, it's a good death because pastoring is what it really cleaned me up. It really did. I mean, made me nicer.
Reid.
What is that?
Oh, no.
I'm coming. Michael, you need to quit. You got that. You got something wrong with you. There ain't no God in that. I never seen nobody so impatient. Patient is the virtue. What the scriptures say. Where is the gold, Larry? What gold? Oh, I don't have no more gold jewelry. I used to have gold jewelry all the time, but I bought that at a certain space in my life. So I don't even I gotta buy some new gold because that was from, you know, I felt like that I want to close out a chapter. You see, I ain't got no earrings on. When I go to church, I get saved. I go to church, I get saved. All right, let y'all go. I'll see y'all later.